Good evening, world. It is about 5 o'clock p.m., 4:59 p.m., right? Eastern Standard Canadian Time. Hope you guys enjoyed my video I made yesterday. Sorry, earlier today in the morning, I talked about SkySource, buying SkySource, hiring my 7 team, building my condo, my yacht, um, all that stuff. So I'm a little tired. I just woke up. So after this video, I'm going to clean my room, and my stepmother should give me money for it. Today's the last day I'm probably going to get money. So I'll clean my room for maybe 10, $15. And I'll go to the store, get smokes. And I'll come back home and enjoy the video with you guys. Rabbi did not upload a video today, so maybe Resident Evil does not come out on the 23rd. I don't know. I remember I checked. It said Resident Evil Remake will come out on the 23rd. Today's the 22nd, and Rabbi didn't upload a video yet. Unless he'll upload one later on tonight. I don't know. Or he might upload. Sometimes he does upload the game on the day that it gets released, comes out. But usually he uploads it like a day or two earlier. Because Rabbi gets early hookups for the games and all stuff. All the big games that come out, he gets early hookups. He plays. He uploads it like a day or two before the release, obviously. Zara. So I checked on my phone. I saw my notification. Yeah, Robert didn't upload any videos. I went on his YouTube channel. Yeah, Robert didn't upload any videos. I don't know. Like, come back home, I'll just watch my video, and I'll probably watch John Campia later. I saw Mando episode 4 earlier today, before I went to bed, and that was the best episode yet this season. You got the flashbacks of Grogu. The clones were after him, obviously, and the Jedi's were protecting him. That was pretty sick. And you had the what? You had the Mandalorian. The Beast captures one of the Mandalorian's son, obviously, and they have to go find the Beast and rescue the Mandalorian's son, obviously. One of the Mandalorian's son. That was a pretty good episode. That was the best episode. Yeah, I enjoyed that episode a lot. Yeah. Ivan, what's the worst episode for you? Episode 1 wasn't that great. Nothing really happened in that episode. Episode 2 was pretty good when he goes to the he goes to redeem himself in the living waters. He goes to that abandoned city. Obviously, that was pretty good. He gets captured. Episode 3 was kind of boring. The guy who the scientist who does cloning and all that stuff. That one was kind of boring. I didn't really like that episode. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminded me of Andor. You got that Andor vibe from it when you watched it. The scientist who's into cloning and all that stuff, it was pretty good, but like, you know what I'm saying? And he works with that woman. That woman betrays him. She sets him up, obviously, in the end. And they try to, like, erase his mind. That was a pretty good episode. And this episode came out. Holy shit, this episode's amazing. But what pisses me off with Mandalorian is they have very, like, they're inconsistent. Episode 3 was an hour, which was nice. And episode 4 was only, like, 28 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, these 30-minute episodes are really annoying. Show needs to at least be a good 45 minutes, man. 45, 50 minutes. Like Last of Us, all the episodes on average are 45, 50 minutes long. Was this episode, I'm saying? Yeah. So season 3 I like so far, but is it better than season 2? I kind of enjoyed. We're already halfway into the season. So far, I kind of enjoyed. I'm kind of enjoying. I kind of enjoyed season two a bit more. 4 episodes in, but that this last episode with the flashbacks, I really like that. How they had the flashbacks of Grogu and the Jedi's are protecting. That was really good. And the scene, the whole mission where the whole not mission, but when the Beast captures one of the Mandalorian's son and they go rescue the Mandalorian son, that was really good. I like that. I believe Carl Weathers directed this episode too. It was a really amazing episode. Good episode, man. So I'm happy that halfway into the season you get an episode like this. When you get the flashbacks of Grogu, what happened, the Jedi's protecting him. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was really good. Like when the Mandalorian, when the leader of the Mandalorian is forging Grogu's armor, right? Grogu gets that. Grogu reminds him of when the clones were trying to kill him years ago, and the Jedi's were protecting him, obviously. And all the Jedi's die except for that one black guy. You know, and he protects the kid. And he has it. He picks up another lightsaber. He has two lightsabers. He's badass. Clones are shooting him and shooting. He's blocking all their laser shots. And he's kicking ass. Obviously, he's kicking ass. He's kicking ass. Obviously, he's kicking ass. He's kicking ass. Obviously, yeah, that was really good. Ivan, you like season 3 or season 4? It like see 4 episodes into season 2, I enjoyed it a bit more than this season. But like this fourth episode, I really liked. So if the rest of the season can be is just about as good as this episode, then I think season 3 has potential to be better than season 2. But season 2, you have Luke's return in the end, man. That's what makes it so amazing. But the whole thing was a bait and switch. I'm gonna talk a little about this before I talk about Zanus. The whole thing with them bringing Luke. Um, so, Ivan, are you mad that Grogu is a Mandalorian? Yes. Like, I prefer Mandalorian to be training. It would have been better if Mandalorian just stayed. It would have been better if Grogu just stayed with Luke, and Luke trained him. Obviously, it would have been better doing that. But because we live in a greedy world, Lucasfilm was greedy and they want money. Obviously, they of course Grogu chooses the path of the Mandalorian. See what I'm saying? So that whole thing with Luke rescuing him was kind of for nothing. And so the whole thing was a bait and switch, obviously. They make you think, oh, Luke rescued Mandalorian, he's going to train him to be a Jedi, obviously. And you watch Book of Boba Fett, Luke trains him for a little bit, obviously, and he's like, okay, Luke senses that Grogu is conflicted in his thoughts and all stuff. And he's like, you have to make a choice. You either take the path of the Mandalorian, you go back to the Djarin, you take the path of the Mandalorian, or you stay with me and you become a Jedi. But if you become a Jedi, you're pretty much never gonna see Din Djarin. Because Grogu has a connection with Din Djarin, he chooses the path of Mandalorian. I'm like, come on, like have him choose the path of the Jedi, not the fucking path of Mandalorian. Because Ivan, why? So the whole thing was a bait and switch, honestly. Yeah, Luke comes and rescues Mandalore. He's gonna train him, and like he trains him for a small, like a brief period of time at Boba Fett. And Grogu chooses the path of the Mandalorian. So that whole Luke sequence in the end of season 2 was kind of all for nothing. It was a bait and switch, obviously. Yeah, come watch this. He's gonna be a Jedi, and all of a sudden he's back with Din Djarin. It's kind of a bait and switch, obviously. But there's only the only reason why. This is the reason why Disney chose to have Grogu back with Din Djarin and be a Mandalorian, because Grogu it equals what. Having Grogu in season 3 equals more viewers, higher ratings, yes, higher toy sales. So Ivan, are you saying that Grogu being with Mandalorian wasn't? I think Grogu being with Mandalorian was more of a business decision instead of a creative decision. Creatively, it's common sense. You would have Grogu train with Luke, obviously, because Disney wants ratings and they want toy sales. They had okay, let's have Grogu in season three by lowering it. It's going to equal more viewership, more sales, obviously, more viewership, more more viewership. Although I heard Mandalorian has had lower viewership, some lower viewership this season, obviously. But essentially speaking, Grogu equals more views, higher ratings, and more toy sales. Because all the fans love Grogu. He's this cute little baby Yoda, right? They all love Grogu. They all love him with the Jar, obviously. That's why they brought Grogu back. That's the reason why they brought him back, obviously. Because he equals more ratings. Higher ratings, higher viewing, obviously. But I heard this season of Mandalorian had some low ratings for some episodes, obviously, right? But Grogu was not in that episode, right? Don't forget that. The one episode I remember in John Campion's show, he said, "Yeah, episode three was one of the lowest viewing." Yeah, I'm not surprised. That episode was a little boring. It wasn't about Mandalorian. It wasn't about Grogu. It was about this scientist who's into cloning, obviously, and what he's into cloning, obviously. That's why it had low ratings. Yeah, I think that's the reason why it was low rating because Grogu, and then it wasn't about Grogu and Jar. It was about some scientist who's into cloning and all that stuff. That's why it did not have it had low ratings. See, but I guarantee you, this episode the ratings went back up because it was about Grogu and Jar, and you had the flashbacks of Grogu in in the Jedi Temple when the clones were after him and the Jedi were protecting him. You have that amazing scene where they find the beast's nest, obviously, and they rescue that Mandalorian's son. Also, you see them, you get that beautiful cinematography. You see them flying with their jetpack. That was really cool. And Jaren's badass, and he saves the guy. Yeah, it's an amazing episode. It's my favorite episode yet. I guarantee you this was Neotus's favorite episode. Yeah, I like this episode a lot. Because you get the flashbacks of Joe Grogu. Yeah, that was really cool, obviously. Hopefully the rest of the season was as good as this episode. I think you're looking at an amazing season, obviously. First few episodes were pretty good. And episode 4 picked up a little bit, obviously. Anyways, I talked for like 12 minutes here. I'm going to talk about Zanus. Hope you guys enjoy my videos. I talked about yesterday. I talked about, like, hypothetically speaking, you know what I'm saying? If I did not say VJ, who would I date? Yeah, I have a few options on how I would date, obviously. How long you date them for? It just depends how much I like them, obviously. If I like them a lot, talk a little about this. I'm going to talk about this. If I like them a lot and I grew to love them, obviously, I will date them for maybe like 7, 8 years, around there, and then after that, I will end it. I'll end it. Maybe stay single for a while, and maybe find another woman. Yeah, but I told you, none of these women are going to make me fully happy. Because they're ex too, right? Don't forget that. They're not meant for me. My father will run away. They're not going to see. They're not going to see my father. So that every time I have sex with them, they're going to be pissed off a little bit. My father keeps running away, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These women are not meant for me, obviously. Only VJ is meant for me. But you infected VJ, hence why she's ex too. She sees hell, and if I had sex with her, my father would run away too. That's why she has to be fresh in order for my father to not run away. And she has to be fresh in order for her to see me, obviously. As long as she's ex, she will never see me. She will see hell, and I'll keep running away every night, obviously. That's why VJ cries all night long, because I constantly keep running away. It's actually funny, you know what I'm saying? She dreams, hopefully I see him, you know what I'm saying? You know, she's fucking crazy, man. And she bangs all these dirty men, you know what I'm saying? She knows she's trash. And the screen just stays black, obviously. It stays black, and then she sees me running, obviously. She goes crazy and starts crying. She's crazy, man. Why is she crazy? Because she once saw the light, and now she doesn't see it anymore. Now the screen just stays black. So she goes crazy because she wants to see that light so bad. I want to see the light so bad. I want to fuck on her. She's fucking crazy, obviously. And the screen just stays black, and she goes crazy and she cries, obviously. That's one reason. Another reason, the other reasons why she cries, is she's desperate. She loves me. She loves me obviously. She wants to be with me. She knows I made videos about this. She knows I can run off. I don't have to save her, man. Sarah. She knows I can run off. I don't have to save her. She knows I can run off. I don't have to save her. I can make. Ivan can easily just take his billions and just run off and live a life on his own. Yeah, without me. Yeah, date another woman who's not compatible with me. Obviously, yeah. I made 2 videos about this yesterday. Right? She knows that. That's why she's crazy. I was okay. What's the one way I can get Ivan to save me? Annoying his sleep. Obviously, but if I ran off and VJ kept annoying me, I would just blast music every night when I sleep. I would take my Bluetooth, put it next to me. I would blast the music every night. That way, I can annoy. I'm not annoyed by VJ's sleep, obviously. But she cry even heavier tears, like oh, like I feel it pressure in my heart, and I'll blast the music. This goes fucking annoying, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Alright, can VJ see through hell? Yes, she can see through hell. She slept through hell before. Back in 2012, 2014, 2015, I didn't hear any crying. 2016, 2017, 2018, I didn't hear any crying. Then 2019 is when I started to hear the crying. That's when I started to hear it. Whenever I went to bed, I just heard this noise. I'm like, who the fuck is someone crying? You know, like that must be my VJ's my spirit. It must be VJ who's crying to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, and ever since then, she's been crying every day, obviously. Now she's beyond desperate. She knows, yeah, I fucked up. The mess happened in Ivan's life. I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If I had found out about my mess, he wouldn't want to be with me. I fucked up. He's fucking evil. I keep seeing men behind Ivan's back. I keep fucking him. He'll never know. And Ivan is writing his own book. He has his own keys. I'm stupid enough to sell. I'm stuck in Hollywood. Ivan can make his billions and just run off. He doesn't have to save me, and he can live the life on his own. Not have to deal with my mess. Okay, what do I have to do? Yeah, she's fucking genius, obviously. I hate seeing how I want to see the light. I want to be with him. You know, even though I'm selfish, I'm a bitch. I hate fucking my eyes back. How can I get him to die for me and deal with my mess? I have to cry to him all night long when I sleep, obviously, because I'm scared he might run off. But he's a genius, obviously. He's fucking evil, man. I have to cry to him all night long. That way, I annoy him. Yeah, if I cry all night long to him every day, I will annoy his sleep. I will annoy his sleep so badly he'll get angry, obviously, and he'll hopefully he saves me. She's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, there is a small chance I will run off. Just being honest. If I'm completely scared by death, I know if I run off, I'm gonna regret it. I think these women in Hollywood are not gonna make me happy, right? They're not gonna make me happy, Samsara. They're not gonna make me fully happy. They'll make me happy, but not fully happy, right? Yeah. I only did. Okay. If I did, I'm gonna talk for maybe 2 minutes here. I'm gonna talk about Zans here. If I were to run off, I would date women in Hollywood who are younger than me. I'm not dating any older woman. I don't want to date an older woman. I like to date women who are younger, my age or younger than me. Obviously. So let's say I'm 35. I want to date a woman who's either 35 or younger. 35, 30, 28, 25, 26, sometimes 20, early 20s, most likely unlikely. I prefer to date a woman in their late 20s. If you're 35, you prefer to date a woman who's a bit more mature. Women in their late 20s are more mature than a woman in their early 20s. Women in their early 20s are still kids, man. They're still immature. Date a woman who's a bit, who's more mature. The late 20s, early 30s, obviously. And if you have kids, you're ruled out. I'm not dating a fucking Hollywood with somebody who has kids. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna take care of your fucking kids for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I can like you can easily afford it. I'm like, look, man, I'm not taking care of you. I don't want to fucking take care of your kids, man. It's not happening. It doesn't matter how hot you are. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking care of your kids. And if you're a woman in your 40s, I'm not gonna date you. You're fucking evil. Look, man. Like, I don't want to date a woman in her 40s. Once they hit the 40s, man, that's when the wrinkles start to grow. And then they're now past. They're still attractive and beautiful, very beautiful, obviously, but they're now past their prime. They don't look as good as they did when they were younger, obviously. So Sarah, a perfect example is Jennifer Aniston. I'm not kidding around. Like, go watch her in Friends, man. I started watching. I started watching Friends long after the show ended. Obviously, I remember I saw like all this. I saw pretty much all the seasons. Obviously, I remember I had a huge crush on Jennifer Aniston. Like, this chick is fucking hot. She was one of the hottest women in Hollywood at the time. She was very, very attractive back then. When in her younger days, when she was in her 20s and 30s, yeah, that was when she was in her prime. You see the difference? I mean, she was very hot in Friends. Yeah, she was hot in Friends, man. You watch the season, she was very attractive, obviously. And now you see her, she still looks beautiful. Still beautiful, obviously. Still very beautiful, but you can tell she aged. You see the wrinkles. She's getting older. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much plastic surgery and makeup can do, man. Even if you're rich, as time goes by, you're gonna age. It's part of life, obviously. But Jennifer Aniston's still very beautiful, obviously. She's still very beautiful. But you can tell she's now past her prime, obviously. All the men that she dates now, chances are they're all gonna be older men who are in their 50s. I heard she dated a few younger guys in their 40s, who were like in their 30s. I heard she married that guy who was younger than her, and she dated that musician guy when she was about 40. Obviously, there's exceptions where some 30-year-old men can date 40-year-old women, but it's rare though. Most men who are in the 30s, chances are they're gonna date women who are around their age, not a 40-year-old woman. Because you know what I'm saying? Because at 40 years old, that's when the women start growing their wrinkles and their body gets bloated. If you want to stay in shape, you gotta work out if you want. If you're in your 40s, otherwise your body will get bloated. Your skin, you get the wrinkles, and you can see the effects of time, obviously. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's fucking evil. Look, man, this is who I am. If a woman's 40 and I'm 35, I'm not dating them. All right, what about when you're 40? 45, we dated 40-year-old? No. I prefer to date women who are younger, like 35. I wouldn't mind dating like a 37-year-old, 36, 35-year-old. I were like 40, 45, and I ran off, and because I'll be aging a little bit, obviously. I'd date a woman probably who's like 35 years old, in their 30s, who's more mature, or even in their late 20s. I would date them, obviously. But not a woman who's 40, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee you, some woman in the world like, Ivan, you're fucking evil. You wouldn't date me because I have kids. Yes, if you have kids, most men would not date a woman who has kids. Look, man, if you have kids, I'm not dating you, man. I'm not taking care of your fucking. If you date a woman who has kids, she expects you to take care of her kids. I'm like, look, man, I don't have time. I don't want to take care of your kids. So I'm saying, I want to date a woman who does not have kids. If you have kids, you're out of the picture. I'm not dating you. Would you go on a date with a woman who has kids? Yes, I go on a date with a woman who has kids, but I'm not going to date you. Be in a relationship with you. I don't want. I don't want to have that responsibility of taking care of your kids. And I want to date a woman who's my age or younger. Preferably a woman who's 30, 28, 27, 31, 32, 33, 34, or a woman who's younger, who's still in her prime. So I'm saying who's still in her prime. Now I'm going to talk about Zans. Give me a second. I'm going to go upstairs and get my coffee. Don't hate me. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, this is I'm back. Obviously, after this video, I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna do a thorough cleaning in my room. Sweep it, mop it, wash my bed sheets. I might change up my my setup a little bit. Maybe move my TV to another. Move my TV here, and have my bed. I'll move my bed over, and I'm gonna. My stepmother should give me a good $10 for it, and I'll get smokes for it. This is probably the last day I'll get smokes. And I gotta wait it out for like 8 days for my check. 7. I gotta wait it out for a good week for my check. Yeah, a week. I get my check next Friday, next Thursday or Friday. So I have to wait 7 days. 7 days is not that bad. I'll wait 7 days for my check, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, I love when you talk about your hypothetical video. If you did not say VJ, yeah, but I'm just speaking hypothetically. Chances are it's not gonna happen. Chances are I'm gonna be saving VJ, obviously, unless the gatekeepers scare the shit out of me. And they're like, Ivan, you have no idea the kind of price you're paying being with your wife. You know what I'm saying? They might tell me, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you die with your wife, you're gonna pay for it, man. You're gonna pay a price for that, man. You have no idea the price you're paying being with your wife. Dying, having sex with your stepmother, having sex with all these hollow celebrities, and all of VJ's secrets, her burden that she keeps inside, obviously. You have no idea the price you're paying, Ivan. You know, you guys are wicked people. You may pay a price, and I'm like, hey, fuck this. I'm paying this fee. I'm taking my money. I'm running off. I'll start skyscrapers on my own. Yeah, and I'll end up dating a Hollywood celebrity, obviously. Obviously, the chances are, if I dated a Hollywood celebrity, I would get her out of Hollywood. I would get her out of Hollywood because the Hollywood system is fine. They probably won out too. I won out of Hollywood. Okay, fine. You want to come work for me? I'll talk for this video about this. No, next part I'll talk about this. But hey, you want to come work for me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, I'll work for you. Yeah, I can have you. I can cash you in my movie. I can pay you your millions. So if you make 18 million a year as a model, I can pay you 10 million salary and then 8 million profits. Obviously, if you're working in a television show and you're making $1 million, I can pay you 3.5, $4 million for the role if you're a BS actor. If you're the Walking Dead actress, right? Yeah. He's Ivan, you're such a dick. How can you talk about this? Look, VJ, I'm just speaking hypothetically. As I speak right now, you're seeing me behind my back and fucking them, so you can't say shit. And you have numbers on your phone. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm just making a video. Yeah, there you go. You can't say shit, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, that's the only way to make it work with a Hollywood celebrity. If you want to get them out of Hollywood, so if you date an A-list celebrity or you date a B-list celebrity, the only way to get them out of Hollywood is they have to work, obviously. You can have them, you can cast them in your movies. You can cast them in your movies, obviously. And pay them a rich salary, obviously. So, yeah. So let's say if I dated another Hollywood celebrity, I would cast that actress as Lithia for my Zane's movie. Unless she chooses to stay in Hollywood, then I would cast someone else as Lithia. But I would cast that Hollywood actress as Lithia, obviously. That Hollywood celebrity as Lithia. And I'd pay her a salary for it. Since there. That way she has money. So let's say if you date her for 7 years and you do 3 movies, that actress made her millions. She made, I don't know, she made a good 12 to even like 30, 40, 50, $60 million, $70 million during all her movies. And she signed big contracts for your movies, obviously. And let's say you dump her, she now has money for herself. She had the money she made in Hollywood. She made a lot of money working for your company, and now she has enough money to take care of herself. She doesn't even have to go back to Hollywood because she made her millions working for you. So, Sarah, I'll see. But chances are, if I did dump the Hollywood celebrity after 7 years, chances are they would go back to Hollywood because they want to make more money, obviously. Yeah, I want in. Okay, fine. Well, we have a job for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. I'm just speaking hypothetically here, obviously. I'm speaking hypothetically here. I'm speaking hypothetically here. So I'm sorry. I'm speaking hypothetically here. Obviously. Now I'll talk about Zenith. I'm gonna shut my camera for a sec.